sit here or we sit here? Everybody's staying up there? It's up to you, I mean, it's alright. Comfort zone. I can sit on that side. Make it in the middle.
This week is bigger than one.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hidayah bas? One Bismillah. 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 أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نوعنا الأربعين، نوعنا الاعتكاف، نوعنا الخلوة، نوعنا العزلة، نوعنا الرياضة، نوعنا السلوك، نوعنا الصيام لله تعالى العظيم في هذا المسجد. نوينا ختم الخواجقان، نوينا المولد، نوينا الصلاة على النبي، نوينا صلة الرحم. Whatever good intentions you think of, make it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards us for our intentions regardless of our actions. مدد يا رجال الله أعيننا بعون الله وكونوا عونا لنا بالله عسى نحن بفضل الله. مدد يا سيدي السلطان الله مدد يا رجال الله. مدد يا ساداتنا. مدد يا رجال الله أعينونا بعون الله وكونوا عونا لنا بالله عسى نحن بفضل الله. There's a holy hadith of Prophet ﷺ says, Salawatu Rabbi wa salamu alayhi, Niyatul abdi khayrun min amal. The niyyah of a servant is better than his actual deed. This is a hadith. Because your niyyah has to do with your heart and with your sincerity. So you intend to do something with sincerity. Nothing gets mingled with it. There's no deficiencies there. Pure intention, you want to be a good person, for example, good servant. That pure intention, your ego doesn't take a share from it. Shaitan doesn't throw some dirtiness on it. It's pure. But when you make intention, when you actually do the deed, in the process of doing, many other things come in. Then other people, Shaitan's whispers, your ego wants to take credit, always put, like they put the flag of the moon, the USA, like they own it. Like that, the ego also wants to, anything, it's mine. So that's Prophet's hadith is all full of wisdom. So he said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Niyatul abdi khayrun min amalihi. Niyyah of the servant is better than his actual deeds. SubhanAllah. You take one hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one, and you follow that hadith, one hadith, is enough to save us from hell's. Is enough. If you take just this hadith, that the niyyah is better than the deeds, and every day you make good intentions. You take it as a practice, as a wird. Just like you have to do salawat ala nabi, your daily wird or your daily dhikr. Every day you wake up, for 5 minutes you sit and you make good intentions. Ya Rabbi, I want to be a true servant to you. My intention is this. Ya Rabbi, I want to help your servants. My intention is this. Ya Rabbi, I want to give in charity to your servants. Ya Allah, I want to worship you perfectly as you would like to be worshipped. I want to do all my prayers on time. I want to do all my 5 minutes, any intention that comes to your heart that you wish to happen for you in that day, make it in your heart. You don't even have to say it. And see how your life will change. Witness. Because Prophet's hadith is not telling stories. He's not just, no. ما ينطق عن الهوى إن هو إلا وحي يوحى. He doesn't speak from his vain desires or ego. No. When he says, Allah is saying. If he says one word, it is wahi. Even our Shaykh says, if any noise he makes, it is wahi. Because the holy verse, وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَى إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَى. Nitq. Nitq is the sound that comes out from your mouth. So he is, one time the companions, one of the companions, Sayyidina Abdullah ibn al-As, Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, radiyallahu anhum. He had himma. So he would write everything Prophet ﷺ was saying. Even he's talking to somebody about something, not giving a suhbah, he would write it. And they said to him, some companions, what is this? I mean, we understand he's speaking hadith or about religion, you write it. But he's speaking about trade, or he's speaking, you write everything. This is not right. So he went to him, to Prophet ﷺ went to Sayyidina Abdullah, went to Sayyidina Muhammad. And he said, they are telling me this, that I am writing everything, it's not acceptable. I should only write when you sit to give a bayan, as they say. And Prophet ﷺ says, right, by Allah, nothing comes from this except the truth. Nothing comes from Prophet's mouth except haqq. And this is your Nabi. He is Nabi of haqq, messenger of haqq. He is coming to guide us to haqq. So when we make niyyah, don't be cheap. Don't be cheap with niyyah. You're not paying anything from your pocket, as they say. You can be cheap with other, but niyyah, why are you being cheap with niyyah? I heard it from Sultan's Mawlana Sheikh Nazim after Fajr in Fargana Valley in Uzbekistan. He gave a whole suhbah. He said, be generous with your niyyah. He said, make big niyyah. Big. Even you're a poor man, intend. I want, Ya Rabbi, I want to help. If you give me, I want to help. I want to help millions if I can. Why not? If truly that's what you wish, maybe Allah, two things may happen. Either Allah will reward you for that niyyah if you don't get to do it, or Allah will give you the means to do it. Either way. SubhanAllah, look at your Lord's generosity. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik alayhi. And time is coming short now. Literally it's coming short. Prophet's hadith, Akhir Zaman is, the year is like a month is like a week, the week is like a day, and the day is like an hour. That's from Alamat al-Sa'ah. And now many people are witnessing this. Ramadan is finished, and then Ramadan is beginning. Oh, we just fasted. Yes. 1 year is going so quick. Now, you're 30 years old, you go to sleep, you wake up 50. What happened? 20 years just went by. There's no time. There's only now. I'm telling this to myself. Don't delay good deeds, and don't belittle a good deed. Hadith Prophet ﷺ is, don't think, oh, this is too small. No. Do every little deed you can do. Even smiling in your brother's face or sister's face. Do it. For Allah's sake. If somebody says something wrong to you, hold your tongue. For Allah's sake. You might think it's something little, but to Allah it might be huge. Allah may save you for that little action. Forgive, forget. Everybody is struggling. If there is one thing that I witnessed everywhere traveling with Mawlana, is that everybody is suffering in the world. If it's not one issue, it's another. If it's not in the family, it's their husband or the wife or the children, or no money or no health or something. Give your brothers excuses and your sisters. Somebody with you having a bad day, don't hold them till Judgment Day for that something they said to you. They said this to me 10 years ago. Well, 10 years ago? You're counting from 10 years? Mawlana Sheikh Abdullah Faiz Dastani told our mashayikh who taught us that if a murid brings a bad story about something that happened 2 hours ago, he falls out of favor. 2 hours. Somebody does something wrong to you 15 years ago. That person, 15 years later, you still tell that person is a very bad one. Why? 15 years ago, he did this, or he said this. Allah, who is ma'soom? Who doesn't make mistakes? Who get angry? Who is not falling 100 times a day, 1,000,000 times a day? It's so easy for our egos to judge others. When your Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam taught you that you have to give your brother and sister up to 70 excuses for their mistakes. Up to 70. And 70 the Arabs use, when they use the word, 70 is not literal. 70 is too much. When they say 70, it means there's no number. It means keep giving excuses. This person is under stress. Maybe that person is having issues. Give him excuses. No, we're ready, always ready. Everybody's ready nowadays with their gun. You say something, they shoot back. We are supposedly followers of awliya. Okay? Our intention. So we have to have akhlaq. Look at your Prophet, he never get upset for himself. No matter what they do to harm him personally, with words or deeds, he never retaliated. He never said anything back. Never. He would only get upset for his Lord, or when there's oppression of somebody else. But for himself, never. Awliya similarly. You ever seen Mawlana Shaykh Nazim getting angry for something somebody said to him? Or about him? Never. Shaykh Hisham, may Allah give him long life and good health. Mawlana, he tells the story when he went to Hajj. Now it's the Muslim of Hajj. He was with Mawlana in the 60s in Hajj. In the 60s, some of us weren't born. Mawlana Shaykh Hisham was already in Hajj with Shaykh Nazim. Allah give him long life. He said Mawlana wanted to, he used to take these elder Cypriot ladies and men that used to take them every year and look after them. So he went down to the shops to exchange some money for them. And he went to one merchant, and that merchant gave him a price. Then he went to another one, and he gave him a price that was a lot higher. Yani it's a lot worse than the other one. So Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, he didn't say anything. He said, yeah, your neighbor is right there, he is giving that rate. That's all he said. That person was such an ill-mannered person, he spit in Mawlana's face. Shaykh Hisham, they were there. They were ready to beat the person. Mawlana held them, took a napkin, wiped his face, and left. Never they get upset for themselves. If somebody says to us, looks at us the wrong way, we're ready to fight. You know? And everyone, from the person speaking first, always sees themselves as, mashallah, they are ma'soom. Why I say this? Because if we truly believe we have mistakes and sins, we say, or we sometimes say it like we're trying to show humbleness. No, we're all sinful. Really. If we are really believing we are sinful, we won't spend 1 minute on somebody else's faults. If we truly believe we have mistakes, our own, that we need to fix before we hit the grave, we won't spend any time exposing the shortcomings of others, the mistakes of others. Because if you believe you will have a lot of mistakes and that you one day are going to meet your Lord, and you don't want to get there and with all these problems, shortcomings, you don't want to get there like that. You don't want to be taken to task or account for your shortcomings. So you busy yourself with that. Busy yourself with that which will fix your own self. Instead, 99% of the time we're talking about this one is like this, that one is like that one is like this. As if we are ma'soom. We have perfect. And your Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said in a holy hadith, إِذَا أَرَادَ اللَّهُ أَن يَبْتَلِيَ عَبْدًا, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to afflict a person, yani he wants to give him something to, astaghfirullah, may Allah not make us from it, he will keep him busy with the faults of others. He will keep you using your time, looking at this one like this, that one like that, this one like this, that one like that, until you go in the grave. And then you've accumulated all this ghiba, all this namima, on top of what you should have been doing to fix your own problems.
So isn't this ibtila? Isn't this an affliction? That's a bala, that's a real affliction. To waste your life on the faults of others until you die and you haven't done anything to fix your own faults. And the time is coming now, people are unraveling. More pressure, more darkness, more difficulties on people. You have to be, as Mawlana's murids, you have to be Halim, you have to be Rahim, you have to bring smiles to people when they see you. You have to be the one that people are happy to see you and be with you. Not the one as soon as you leave, everybody's saying Alhamdulillah. That's the truth. May Allah forgive us, we are weak ones. May Allah make us sincerely following the path. And it's a problem. It's a problem for ourselves. We have been given, those who have been given much have much more responsibility. We call the Wahhabis or these or non-Muslims. Like Maulana used to say about Arabs. He say Arabs, they will have checkpoints on the Sirat. The angels will have checkpoints in Akhirah. And they will say, what, you from Pakistan? Ajam, yalla. You from UK, from Holland? Ajam, yalla go. Then Arab will come and say, Arab? Oh, yes, come. To the side. Thorough checking. You Arab, you understand the book, Sheikh. You Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam came from Arabs, no? So when much is given, when Allah gives you more favors, you are more responsible. Doesn't work that you more favors, now you relax. No. You have more to worry about. That's why Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi used to say, less is more. I remember this joke somebody said one time on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is now authority on. He say one person, Christian missionary, he went all the way to the Amazon inside. He met with these Indians that they've never seen anything. They have their own thing, religion. They're just living in there. They've never seen anybody. So he started teaching them about God and heaven and everything. And then afterward, the chief was a wise man. He said, my son, it's good you're teaching us, but I have a question for you. If you didn't teach us anything, where were we going to be? He said, if you didn't know, you're not responsible. You go to heaven. He said, why did you tell us? Why did you tell us? So we have to be, the more you know, the more you are responsible. You know, if you're sitting in the back, it's not like you're sitting up front. Big difference. We say, mashallah, this is extra checkpoint for those who are giving speeches. Oh, mashallah, you're a teacher. You're teaching. Bring it. It's dangerous. Allah forgive us. We are weak ones. Allah, Maulana Shaykh Hisham, sending your salams, all of you. He wanted to be here, but inshallah he's delaying till after Eid, inshallah. He will come. And inshallah, with the barakah of awliya, his health is better. And inshallah, all of you pray for him as well, that he's come back to full health. We need awliya. Look what happened to this world after Sultan. Like there was a dam keeping afflictions. All of a sudden, darkness increased by many folds after Mughal. Look at this world now, compared to 2014. We need awliya. Through them Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keeps afflictions. Through them Allah gives rizq. Yeah. Pray for them. Allah keep them around us. ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الفاتحة. We do zikr still? Yeah. Huh? You want to say something? Yeah, say something.
Not say only to let them know the car park.
Yeah, just say what you like.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Those brothers and sisters which they parked the car in the car park of the Tesco, we've got only 3 hours. Inshallah, after we finish the dhikr, if you can move and park somewhere else, would be great. We've been told that they are going through their own internal issues, so they give only 3 hours, inshallah. And also, we love you, may Allah grant you happiness, all of you, dunya and akhirah. And this is your home. Come try to support and try to take care of this house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more than the house, our own houses. Each individual of us, we have got responsibility from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we need your help. Come help us, and your intention before you leave your home, you say that I am going to see that crazy sha'ir who is there to help him. And my intention, inshallah, will be that I am sitting here, my sisters and brothers who they are coming to help them. So this way is easier for all of us, inshallah, without having any. And whatever past, as he said, we have to forget to start a new day. As it is said, as-Sufi ibn al-Waqt, a salik who they are seeking the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala azza wa jalla, they are the one or the son or the daughters of the time now. Why? Because whatever has happened yesterday, it was the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَبِالْقَدْرِ خَيْرِ وَالشَّرِّ already it's been programmed, has happened, we cannot bring back. And in front, it's not in our hand. What we have now. So inshallah, let us benefit from Shar Ali now, for this the golden word that Allah made him to say through the inspiration coming to our Shaykh, that this is a lesson for us and for everybody else, inshallah. We hope that Allah forgive us and grant us to go back with happiness, dunya and akhirah. And also Allah grant us to see, inshallah, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam tonight, by the owner of this building, for the sake of the owner of this building, inshallah.
One second. No? أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أستغفر الله 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 Astaghfirullah, 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 Astaghfirullah al-Azim alladhi la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilayh. Innahu huwa at-tawwabur rahim. من كل ذنب ومعصية من كل ما يخالف دين الإسلام كل ما يخالف الشريعة من كل ما يخالف الطريقة من كل ما يخالف الحقيقة من كل ما يخالف المعرفة من كل ما يخالف العزيمة يا أرحم الراحمين يا الله. اللهم يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفتح الأبواب يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار يا دليل المتحيرين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. وأفوض أمري إلى الله إن الله بصير بالعباد. رابطة الشريف. فاتحة الشريف. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. If the ladies upstairs can bring the children because there is a time delay. And mashallah, very, very beautiful voices and strong. But if you can come down here, it will be better, inshallah. Huh?
They're here.
They're here and they're upstairs and here. They're all here?
They're here downstairs.
Sorry, my ears are telling me. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. صلوات الشريفة. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. 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 ألم نشرح لك الشيء. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك. فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا.